Well, percenters, welcome back to 1424 basketball training, where the goal is to take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. For those that are new who don't know me, I'm a former psychologist. Now I'm a fitness performance specialist, high school basketball coach. And on this channel, I simplify life and basketball into 3 buckets: mind, body, craft. So in today's teaching tape, we're going to learn about the mind and think through the game some stuff. So today's teaching tape features the Battle of New York. We got Kyrie Irving and the New Jersey Nets versus Julius Randle and the Knicks. So let's see what we can learn from the pros. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go. Kyrie Irving looks like he's playing. Julius Randle's an all-star. James Harden looking like he's playing. LaMarcus Aldridge is playing. Who's that? Jeff Green. And where's KD? Still injured. And then, all right, let's go. Continuing with the left-handed God mode, Kyrie Irving is the most skilled player in NBA history. For a while, he was behind Kobe, but now that I've seen, he's gone crazy. So he's past Kobe in terms of skill. Kobe's still better, though. So what do I talk about? What do we talk about on this channel a lot? We talk about roles versus position. So roles are playmaker, scorer, sniper, slasher, and defender. And then normally high school or any other coach will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, small, small forward, power forward, point guard, shooting guard, center. I'm more about the mindset versus skill sets, and then psychology versus physicality. So the mental versus the physical. RJ Barrett. Where's KD, man? I miss seeing him play. Oh my God, again with the left-handed God. Okay, so I mean, I don't see why not. So what really drives offenses is creativity and how much work you're willing to put in to be able to execute stuff like this. Kyrie Irving, I'm always talking about team movement and how much easier it is to work as a unit. But if you're a savant, a freak of nature, a person that's working relentlessly, you can make one-on-one stuff really difficult. One-on-one stuff look very easy. So left-handed tap, okay, push into that left, right, hesitates a little bit, low pickup through here, sweep or swing through here, jump up in the air. Okay, normally this would get packed, right? They're blocking the right hand, so this is super, high level of difficulty. Switches to the left. Like, his nickname is left-handed God from now on. That's what I call him. So Kyrie's a scorer. James Harden's a playmaker. So pretty. His finishes are just so pretty. So this is what I mean. It's a lot easier to get open off of the ball. Right? You don't have to dribble like crazy. You're getting a little screen here. You get it on the move, right? You just release it. One dribble to tap it, gets it to the side with a little easy reverse for Kyrie. But he makes very difficult things look very easy. D Rose. Emmanuel Quickley. I want to see Emmanuel Quickley. That's who I like on the Knicks. Okay, so someone asked me, oh, hold on, my bad, guys. My thing crashed. So someone asked me, can I explain like a Dorito, banana, and gun position a little bit better? So this is when your back is hinged forward. Okay, this is ideal when your back is like this, when it's hyper extended. That's more of a banana. Okay, so that's one of the characteristics. And then when I'm looking at your feet and the direction of your feet, if they're pointing away, externally rotated, this one's not externally rotated, so he just has one externally rotated. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. So typically, if you're like this, you're a gun. Okay, if your base is wide and you're out like this is what I call a Dorito. And then the one that I call like a banana is when your feet are correct, but then your back is like this. So Luca drives a lot like a banana. This is more Dorito than anything. It's not terrible because at least one side is okay. I'll try to find more examples as we go. Dorito, banana, and gun. Very few people are in the gun. Devin Booker, Kawhi Leonard, sometimes Paul George a lot. So mainly it's just Devin Booker and Paul George that are in the low gun. Do a little pro hop. Bruce Brown. Julius Randle. Julius Randle with the high position 3 shot. Taj Gibson. Julius Randle on the break. Julius Randle's strong. He's a bully. Oh, Kyrie Irving gets into the low gun sometimes when he's going 1-on-1. Where is James Harden? Doing nothing? Derrick Rose with his patented little jump stop push shot. Like it's so much easier, right? Just get the little dribble handoff off of LaMarcus Aldridge. Actually, it might be harder for Kyrie even because it's so easy for him to play 1-on-1. But off-ball movement versus on-ball movement. Give it up. There it is. Oh, there it is. Like that. Okay. I don't know why Kyrie Irving actually just didn't jump off of one leg and maybe he got scared of Obi Toppin here. But it's so much easier when you're using your teammates to get a free run. When you're dribbling the ball, pounding it to death, everybody's staring at you. Everybody's locked in. So now when LaMarcus Aldridge has the ball, people are looking at LaMarcus Aldridge. Okay, so D Rose is only keyed in on Kyrie Irving. Okay, so they try to take away that pass. It comes to him late. Okay, if he was a little bit quicker, he probably could have finished on this side with the right hand. He gets to this side where he lands, so he's underneath the rim. Okay, Obi Toppin kind of scares him a little bit. So gives up the pass. Nice little right-handed foot, right foot, right hand floater, D Rose. There's always soft spots on the court. Always soft spots on the court. If you guys watch my Gonzaga, Baylor, right? The soft spots on the court are here. Okay, these are the soft spots in any defense, right? Any defense. These are soft spots on the court. So anytime you guys get around here, the elbow, the nail region, you can easily get a shot. And that's where, defenses will always be exposed. So work on your shots around there, floater, jumpers, push shots, little jumpers. Quickly's in the game. I want to see him in the game. I want to see him do some stuff. There he is. Floater. He's got the best floater. Like that. He's so savvy. Got an old man game for a young guy. It's coming back to the middle. Aldridge always comes back that way. So there's tendencies, and if you watch enough players and you understand how they move, the mechanics of their body, people have so much tendencies. If he's going to spin back, it's going to be a quick spin, and it's just going to be that jumper. But he's just going to bang, 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 and then he's going to try to get to his right-handed hook or run across the lane this way. So he's always going to be on this block. when you guys are training out, when you guys are working out, right, things should be done on arcs and spirals, right? Once you get past beginner, you should stop doing straight line drives like this. These layup lines are they're killing me. I don't know why. There's a lot of time wasted on that stuff. Okay, things should happen in arcs all the time, and you see Joe Harris demonstrate that here. Okay, you can start your arc, your drive on the wing. You can start it on a block. You can go block to block, right? Okay, you can start it over here, obviously. Okay, so work on arcs, and you should be able to finish with the left hand or right, left. With the left hand here, outside the hand, left hand, you can go scoop quick with the right hand. You can jump stop. You can, forward pivot. You can fade, right, left fade. Right, so those are the stuff that you guys should be working on. So this is a very tough shot. I mean, this is not an ideal shot. So he goes left, right, and he goes back into quickly. Normally, bigger, badder guys will just smack the crap out of that. Nerlens Noel was pretty close to blocking that. That's a tough shot. Left-handed with D Rose. D Rose, man, he's still showing a little bit of bounce, a little bit of shiftiness. Too easy. This is like easy. So Kyrie Irving, I said, will win the pretty much one-on-one against anybody. Yeah, but there's 3 changes that dictate basketball. 3 changes in basketball: change of speed, change of level, change of direction. Okay, so Kyrie demonstrates all of them here. And then there's one more change of mind. So you got to be able to switch your mind up. So slow to fast, high to low, right? Front to back, side to side. Too easy. Give it up. There you go. Randle's been progressing. So heavy on his feet, though. Doesn't change directions very well, Randle, anymore. Okay. That's so filthy. So everybody out here trying to copy Kyrie Irving, but there's only one Kyrie Irving, man. There might be some youngster out there that's been watching Kyrie Irving all his life and just been copying all his moves. Kyrie Irving copied all of Kobe's moves, added his stuff. Kobe copied all of MJ's moves, added his stuff. So there might be a young Kyrie out there. Julius. Like Julius Randle, Zion, these guys are big and strong, but they lumber. Like this is lumbering. When you see LeBron, who's also big and strong, he actually runs pretty quick. So when I see players play, I see them move. I'm looking at the way they run. I'm looking at the way they stop. I'm looking at the way they turn. I'm looking at the way they jump. I can see all these motor patterns. A lot of you guys don't even know what your legs are doing. Don't know what your arms are doing. You have no control over your feet. Good shot, Joe Harris. Nothing to learn. There's not that much team stuff going on here. There's no back cuts. There's no pick and rolls. There's not many dribble handoffs. There we go. Pick and roll. Settle underneath. LaMarcus Aldridge will get exposed. This is pure exposing LaMarcus Aldridge. He's not even out here next to Noel. So there's no support. There's no hedge. There's no show. There's no double. There's no help. There's no nothing. LaMarcus Aldridge and Enes Kanter are probably the 2 worst pick and roller defenders in the whole league. Who do you think's worse, Kanter or Aldridge? Oh, he still got a little bit of L train in him. Oh wait. Bing, Kyrie with the dunk. That's gross. So I mean, Kyrie's like the best, literally the most skilled player in the league. And why are you guys losing? How come he hasn't been able to elevate these guys with him? Like, as a scorer, you have to develop your secondary, which is, you know, the one that's going to put him over the top is when he becomes a playmaker, when he actually passes the ball, when he actually makes other teammates better first, right? His mentality has to make his teammates better first. That's when Kobe really got good. We all know Kobe can score, but that's when he started really getting good, when he started averaging more assists and stuff like that. If you're a playmaker like LeBron or Jokic, you have to, you know, be more selfish and you have to be more scorer like. So I wonder when that transition will happen for Kyrie, if it ever does. I don't see any reason why he can't dominate a series, dominate a whole season. This is the unguardable shot and unguardable spot. You see Dame Lillard do it all the time, right? It's unguardable because you can always fade this way, guys, right? Nobody's jumping out of bounds to block you, so you always got room this way. You can always fade this way. So that's this one's also unguardable spot, an unguardable shot. If you're left-handed, it'd be this side or this way. Okay. As long as you punch, sidestep, and then you find the right angle, you just need to get enough space. If you do it bad, if you recall, it'll look like when Patrick Beverly blocked LeBron when LeBron tried to do this. But Damian Lillard's the master of this. His is probably the nicest, the cleanest. There you go, looking a little faster. Skirt. Oh my God. I just shake my head. Kyrie Irving, people are gonna try to train like him, and comes from a lot of play, a lot of experience dribbling the ball nonstop, super controlled. Skirt. This is not a normal crossover, right? He put his hand on the side. He put his hand on the side and he did like that. He got so low. Normally, I would teach all the players to keep their fingers pointing down when they cross over, but this guy has such control over this ball. Fingers here down when you cross over, hand on the floor to help keep balance. Another distinction between elite players and, you know, just normal average players is the ability to disconnect your feet from the ball. So one dribble can be like 50 steps for really, really good players. You could take, you know, 6, 7 steps with, you know, floating the ball or hovering the ball, gliding the ball. A lot of players just always tend to dribble with the ball. So look at Kyrie's feet here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jumping off the wrong leg, coming off this side, left, right, fading back off the glass. Like, that is so tough. Jeff Green with the hammer. He still got ups. Okay. When you guys are in a good attacking position, this is kind of hard to see from this angle, but I mean, this is like the gun, the hinge when you're like this. Okay, that's when you're really aggressive. When you're not as aggressive, it's this. Okay, you're on your heels on this side. Okay. I'll try to find more as it goes. Guns, Doritos, and bananas. You see the banana here? Let's do the banana there. So when you get he's not quite there. He's almost actually straight, but he's about to get there in this little split second. So on the balls, right? You've extended, okay, and then it would look like that. So a lot of times after out of triple threat, it looks like that, and it's slow. It's a slow way to get around somebody. So instead of, you know, having your back arch like that, you should be here. Your head should be down here, and then you're looking more like a sprinter. instead of this weird banana. Obi Toppin can shoot threes. Joe Harris, man. So looks like he's evolved a little bit. Looks like people are running him off the line, and he's becoming a decent two dribble drive, Klay Thompson-esque, JJ Redick-esque. What happened to James Harden? He got injured and didn't come back. Filthy. So here, this is the aggressive stance. Okay, that's aggressive. Hinged at the waist. I would love this to be a little bit narrower on this. There we go. This one's on the balls of his feet. This one, he's mid part of his feet on the heel. He's loaded, ready to shoot that ball. And as Kyrie goes, here we go, right? This hinged, not extended, right? So flex down, and then that's a gun. So that's why he gets these angles on these guys, and it looks like, you know, he has such an advantage over guys like this, right? And when I said Julius Randle looks stiff, right? All his momentum is going this way. His shoulders are rotating this way. So everything is being loaded up on that backside hip, right? Kyrie Irving is on this foot right now. The pressure's on this foot. Look how tall he is. He's light on his feet. He's going to be able to just tap dance back here. And, I mean, it's a clinic. Kyrie Irving is a freak. I wish he would play more. So normally I always talk about team stuff, but we'd have to watch Denver or Utah to get that stuff. What's wrong with Blake Griffin now? They just got him. Take your time. You got Kyrie Irving on you. Oh my God. That's disgusting. Knicks. Oh, come on, Knicks. So why wouldn't you take your time and then just spin back with a little left-handed hook shot? Okay, I see Jeff Green is coming. We all see the double team is coming. You still have it. You can pivot and then elbow him and then still do it. Like, why aren't you destroying him right here? What a nice guy. And why aren't you ready to shoot the three, dude? Right? He's just being nice because you're not a three-point shooter. And then Bullock throws up some crazy looking stuff like that. Oh my God, the Knicks are terrible. Oh my Lord. Okay, so this is bad spacing. He drove and then now there's four in line. I like that he's, you know, aggressive. So he's basically setting up Nerlens Noel to come and be a slasher and dunk on somebody. But for some reason, Noel doesn't want to dunk right there, right? So he decides to pass it. I'm not mad at this. So RJ Barrett drives, one dribble pull up. I mean, but there's a lot of deficiencies on these guys. Nice little pump fake, Jeff Green. I want Kyrie Irving to average like 10 assists and 35 points. He can if he wanted to. He could average 45 points if he wanted to. 10 assists might be harder. That's what Julius Randle should have done. Kyrie Irving cannot guard RJ Barrett. He's just too big. Can't guard Julius Randle. He's too big. Especially when they're just taking their time and using their body. Wow, the Knicks are coming back. 1-4 flag, get the hell out the way. It's Kyrie show. Skirt. I mean, It's the only time I encourage the one-on-one stuff. It's like when it's real close. Usually all defenses start grabbing and holding, and a lot of mix-ups can happen when you get a pick and roll. They can trap your best guy. One-on-one is usually a lot better option. So hand fighting here, get his hand over. Here's the beautiful gun when I talk about those angles and the hinge. When I'm telling you guys about spirals and getting low, right? A lot of times when players hear low or coaches talk about low, they're talking about getting a squat stance and drop your butt. So a lot of times it looks something like Tad, I'm awful at drawing with this little sticker. But it looks, when players hear low, they think like squat, and you don't want to squat. You want to hinge. You want to hinge and lean. Very, very different. Drive, boom, same foot stop, replace, push out, bang. Filthy. So filthy. So they're, oh. Wow, that was a big shot. Alex Burke, crossover, and then left, right, left. Very, very similar Kyrie Irving shot, just not as nice looking. Oh, they fouled him. So Kyrie Irving's biggest problem has nothing to do with his skill level. It's just he's just not as physically gifted as some of these other NBA guys. Kyrie Irving's like 6'3", 6'4". So when they put two bigger dudes on him to trap him, two athletic dudes, he can escape it if you give him enough time, right? But when the pressure's on, he gets rid of it. Joe Harris, I mean, this isn't a bad shot, right? One hop, very, very makeable. I'd rather have Joe Harris shoot than Kyrie Irving go one-on-one. Gets it off. Ooh. So Julius Randle gets the last shot on the Knicks. I mean, is it a bad shot? Nice little hinge there. Gets to a spot, but I don't know if I like that. I mean, I know he can make that. That's a clean look. Not a terrible shot. All right, well, what do we learn? Kyrie Irving, aka the left-handed god. He's pretty nasty, man. Does it translate to wins all the time? The last time it didn't. This time it did. Don't know if he can carry the Nets with a bunch of injured bums all the time. They just rotate through who's going to be the best player, who's taking over. So I have no idea who's going to win out of the East. I mean, who knows? I think it's going to be the Nuggets or the Jazz this year so far. All right, guys. Until next time, remember to take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better.